their
Right,
anniversary,
we're
right?
taking, plus, yeah,
Same percentage.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
we're just, plus we're
you're
taking
just,
everybody's and pushing it into
and then you're
June
not,
instead of their anniversary date,
right, and then you're not going to have another one
until the following June.
following June,
So you're gonna have 13 months later
right?
until anybody's eligible for another raise.
And I think when you calculated those, I don't know if you looked at the wages that way, or did Tammy just do the calculations for the personal wages? When you did your budget summary for the pre-budget conversations, did you do? I can't remember.
both
if you,
did it.
Yeah, okay, you both did it. Okay, so I'm
Mhm.
going to guess that you rounded them up anyway.
We did.
Okay, there you go. I think we should be good. I think it should be
We're
okay.
planning ahead.
I know. You did good. Yeah, the only one, Sue has, her deputy is on this chart, and in the 2.5 years where she's going into the 1.5.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure how we finish that one out, and then,
Well, I mean, I can sit down with Sue and we can talk
yeah,
about it
work
and
that out.
work it out. So it's, they're not gonna, they won't go backwards, let's put it that way. If they're in their 2.5 years, it'll actually advance them a little bit.
Right.
They'll be farther ahead. And I'll show you.
Fair. Yeah. And then Tammy has one left as well. She's got one. She's on like her last 6 months. So hers is in March. So we'll figure that one out as well. Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. So, okay.
And if anybody has questions after, please, don't feel free to contact me or do whatever, and I'll do the best.
I know you've done a lot of thought, put a lot of time into
Calling, thought.
figuring this out. So I appreciate the work for sure. Well, let's separate them out. We'll call for a motion on the first one, which is the highway schedule, because that's how we have it here.
I'll make a motion to adopt the 2026 highway step chart.
I will second that.
Is there any other discussion or debate or comments on it for Bob? That you can think of? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Good. And for the clerk chart,
I'll make a motion to authorize the 2026 clerk step chart.
I'll second that.
any other discussion or debate or comments? None? Okay, all in favor? Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Nicely done, okay. Okay. I lost my motions, whoa. Number 3 is sorry, we did 2, we did 3. Number 4 is the resolution to abolish the town supervisor, or the justice. May I borrow this? No, never mind, I have it. I have it. Sorry, too many papers juggling here. My fault. Okay, here we go. Resolution to abolish one town justice position. Whereas the town of Clarkson currently has 2 elected town justice positions, and whereas one of the elected town justices has stated that he has resigned from office, excuse me, effective October 30th, 2025, leaving that office vacant. And whereas pursuant to New York Town Law, Section 60-A2, the town board finds that it is in the best interest of the town of Clarkson to reduce the number of elected justices from 2 to 1. And whereas the town board has determined that the reduction to 1 town justice would save the town's taxpayers money. And whereas the term of office of the vacant town justice position would have expired on December 31st, 2025. And now therefore be it resolved pursuant to the provisions of the New York Town Law, Section 60-A2, the town of Clarkson Town Board hereby reduces the number of town justices to 1, with the town justice position having an elected term of office expiring on December 31st, 2025 being eliminated. And be it further resolved that this resolution shall be subject to permissive referendum as provided by New York State Law Article 7, Sections 90 through 94, and be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to publish notice of this resolution in the official newspaper of the town within 10 days, and within 10 days, post copy of said notice on the signboard of the town, and be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect on the 30th day or upon such resolution having been approved by an affirmative vote of a majority of qualified electors of such town, if a valid petition be filed within the statutorily authorized time period forcing such question on the ballot at a general or special town election.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Tom.
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion, debate, or comments or questions of our attorney on this?
I think we discussed it at prior meeting.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, number 5. Resolution to schedule a public hearing for local law number 8, 2025, temporarily increasing the 2026 salary of the town justice of the town of Clarkson. A local law, okay. Whereas the town board has before it proposed introductory local law number 8 of 2025, which would authorize a temporary pay increase for the town justice of the town of Clarkson for the year 2026. And whereas in order to adopt said local law, the town board of the town of Clarkson is required to hold and conduct a public hearing thereon. And now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Clarkson shall hold and conduct a public hearing on the 9th day of December 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Town Hall, 3710 Lake Road, town of Clarkson, New York, to consider the changes which were contained on the local law, at which public hearing all interested persons will be heard concerning the subject matter thereof. Section 2, that the town clerk shall cause due notice of such public hearing to be published as required by law. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to schedule the public hearing.
I second that.
Any discussion, debate, or comments from the board? None? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Number 6 is a resolution to approve the building inspector Steve Forsini and deputy inspector Mike Farrell's attendance at the Finger Lakes Building Officials Association, also known as FLABOA, conference in March. This is to, as I said, to approve their attendance at the conference. Thereby, they receive all the credits that they need in their positions for the year 2026.
Motion that we approve the request to go to FLOPOA in March.
I'll second it.
Any questions or discussions? None? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Great. Okay. That is our business. Okay, supervisor's report. That would be me. On November 12th, I participated in a webinar with MRB Group, those are our engineers, regarding the Ralph C. Wilson Foundation grant for $25,000 for children's programming. It was very specific. And after reviewing the criteria with MRB, we decided that it wasn't a good fit for us. So we're not going to pursue that. On the 13th, the employees met with our healthcare broker to review the insurance options for 2026. The rates increased by 20%. This affects the town as well as the employees. And since that meeting, I've spent countless hours crunching numbers to make the increase more palatable to the employees while staying in budget. I've also consulted with other towns and the New York Association of Towns. There are no real options available to our town because of its size. We must remain in the community pool and absorb the high increase. Only municipalities with 100 or more employees can join the local consortium, which can negotiate the percentage of increase with insurance companies. I'm grateful to Henrietta Supervisor Steve Schultz for advocating on our behalf with NIAT, that's the New York Association of Towns, and they placed this matter on the state's next legislative agenda, which is December 2nd, to discuss relief for small towns like ours. After I consulted with our town supervisors, he took the lead on it and said, he wrote an email to New York Association of Towns, Chris Ketzley, who's the executive director there. And he confirmed what I already knew, that we couldn't participate because we're too small. But he deferred to their attorney who's on staff there. Her name is Sarah Brackentella. She is the deputy director of Association of Towns. And her response was, the law was changed in 2019, I believe, to align with the Affordable Care Act. So insurance law 3231 requires 100 or fewer employees to have community rated plans. And also there's a 100-person threshold for obtaining stop loss coverage, which is an issue for towns trying to, for example, join a county self-insured plan. NIAT's testimony submitted in 2019 provided a good outline for many of the legislative barriers that towns face to more affordable health insurance. So she said she talked to Chris Ketzley, the director there, and the legislative priorities list to review at the December 2nd meeting hadn't gone out yet, but she was going to add the health insurance resolution to the list before going to committee. On November 14th, I participated in a webinar with MRB regarding Kaboom, it's called, Kaboom Playgrounds. Introduced to us by the Rochester Area Community Foundation for 2,500 square feet of playground equipment for Hafner Park. There's no dollar figure attached to the project and no town dollar match required. MRB completed the application today, and we hope to hear in approximately 4 weeks whether we've been accepted. And if so, more details are to come. It's an exciting project, I think, from what was introduced to us. That would be a way for us to, I keep saying the words jumpstart, but get a start on our design or our dream for Hafner Park. On November 19th, I participated in a webinar with MRB regarding the GM Main Street Grant, it's called. The program is funded by GM and will award 5 $60,000 grants to nonprofit organizations or municipalities to implement innovative road safety and traffic calming initiatives. They need to be physical projects, shovel-ready to construct. For example, crosswalks, digital speed signs, crossing lights, bike lanes. We are pursuing the application process with MRB, and the grant due date is February 13th. Another organization which we applied to become members of is the USTA, which is the United States Tennis Association. It's a national tennis organization, has a grant opportunity available, and we are awaiting MRB's proposal to draft the necessary construction documents for the tennis court as required by their grant committee. Regarding the New York State Department of Transportation TAP grant, TAP, I'm not sure what that stands for, acronym for something. Anyway, it has to do with roads. It's a grant opportunity. Well, it's roads and sidewalks, roadways. It's a grant opportunity for sidewalks. New York State DOT has already approved the sidewalks that we would like to install on Lake Road North. I think we have 3 of them that we have already solicited to them, sent them our, what we hope to do, and they gave us their okay. But we don't have any money to out now pay for it. So this is the one grant that we're hoping to receive these grant monies to perform this work. This grant becomes available once a year, which is now. The application is due mid-January, and MRB is walking us through the procedural process. More details are to come. The WIBA meeting, or the WIBA update meeting, the Waterline project, was held today, and a new update for residents was prepared by Scott Madison, the engineer on the project. This will be printed in the paper, on Facebook, and on our website, and available in the foyer. But I can read it for you now. The town's engineers MRB group have provided the following update. The contractor has installed all water main within the water benefit area. As of November 25th, Ireland Road, Drake Road, Lawton Road, Monroe Orleans County Line Road, Redmond Road, West Avenue, and Old West Avenue water mains are active and in service. Sweden Walker Road is currently delayed from being activated and in service due to a gas leak. This leak was not caused by the water project and is outside of the control of the town, the contractor, and the engineer. The contractor is working to install remaining water services and clean up for winter on all roads. Final grading and restoration will be completed in the spring once the weather is suitable for growing grass. Any other questions? You may contact Scott Madison directly. All of that is good news on the water line. Okay, so that's my report. Anything from the town board? Okay, town clerk?
The food drive has been going incredibly well. My office is getting smaller and smaller because I've moved the bags and boxes that have been donated, and thank you to everybody who is doing so. It's really incredible how much food is coming in that will be shared between Life Solutions of Hamlin and Brockport Food Shelf. We still have a couple weeks to go on that, so still accepting any donations, monetary or food, box food, canned goods, anything they wish. So thank you to everyone for that.
Okay, thanks, Susan.
Mhm.
Building Department, Steve Forsini, our building inspector, submitted a report on behalf of his office. Andrea's been working diligently with him on their new software. They've created new forms and edited existing forms in their new software system, SDL. They've created construction and fire inspection checklists in that program, added statements, searched for the building department iPad, and once found, they set it up with Verizon for remote SDL access so that they can use it when they do inspections. We attended the zoning board meeting and worked to address a variance request, issued one appearance ticket and sent out one order to remedy, continued our effort to reduce redundant files in our property file cabinets, worked on 2 SWIP projects to pause one for the winter and close out the other, reviewed 2 sets of prints for construction permits, attended a Stormwater Coalition meeting to review end-of-year statement requirements, fielded the normal frequency of calls from residents with concerns and questions, inspected 3 work sites for various stages of construction inspections, researched older open permits, and we are in the process of contacting the permit holders for updates on progress. So it was a good report of what their office is up to. Attorney O'Toole?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, Highway Superintendent?
Yep. It's been to say the least, busy month. The guys have done a fantastic job. We've been all over the county. We finished the jobs in Pittsburgh, which came out beautiful. The county is very happy. We just kind of transitioned a road into a T intersection and extended some driveways. And in the middle of all this, I gave you guys some pictures. There's a couple to look at. It's the guys putting up the salt barn. They did a fantastic job. There was no directions, no nothing. We moved the old salt barn out to the back. As of today, it's basically 100% complete, and we put the salt in it. So, yeah, I'm very proud of them. They just did a fantastic job this last month, all over the county, and trying to get the stuff done and getting all the trucks ready for the impending snowstorm Thursday. So we're all set to go, and we're full of salt, and that should do it. But hopefully the weather holds off after Thanksgiving, but I don't think it's going to. So doesn't look like it anyway. So
Good.
that's it.
At least that's huge project.
Yeah, that was a big project.
Good
It was
timing.
like,
Excellent.
both projects. The one in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, no, good.
they have confidence us to go out from here to do that. And I have full confidence in them anyways, but even to get that salt barn up in a week or week and a half.
Yeah.
So
That makes me happy. That's
Yeah.
good. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, the minutes for, that's
Yeah.
good. All right, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, the minutes for November 11th.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And the audit for today is $263,681.60. $178,923 of that is to pay the annual invoice for the New York State retirement. We don't have to pay it until January, or excuse me, the due date, I believe, is February, but we have continually paid it early because there's a $2,500 savings. That's why we paid ahead of the game. So that's the reason for the high number.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
I'll second that.
Carries. Okay, motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Second it.
Are we doing executive session?
No, not executive session and attorney-client privilege after we adjourn. There was a second, Sharon, or,
Yes.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Okay, so at this time, I would like to call for an attorney-client privileged meeting.
I'll make a motion.
A second.